I sit on the rocks not filled with sand.
You mind if I sit down? Looks like you got a lot of weight on your shoulders.
It's nothing.
Name's Case, by the way.
So what do you have here?
Would you believe the measure of a life?
I think you could skip that drink. You sound a little bit out there already. So what do?
I balance time for a living.
Makes you sound like a funeral home's accountant.
You could say that. Oftentimes more of an observer, but from time to time I do like to get out of the office.
Well, you know what they say, death brings forth the prettiest flowers.
So what do you do?
Nothing worth mentioning. Barely even alive.
I wouldn't say that, Drew.
How do you know my name? You're him, aren't you?
Who says alcohol kills brain cells? They call me Grim, or Sandman, but I prefer Case.
I thought you were a man.
Leave it to a male-dominated society to think that all cosmic figures of the universe are shaped to their image.
There's no way you can be. All right, if you are, then how am I going to die?
Choked to death. But before we get into all of that, why don't you tell me why you're here?
What can I tell you that you probably don't already know?
Have you ever seen a movie and said that the book was better? Some things you can't pick up on until you crack open the cover.
What the hell? She's been gone for 5 years. And it still feels the same. Why wasn't I good enough? When I provided, I was loyal. I did everything right. I gave her my life. And she took it.
What is it to feel? I mean, like your life is over just because something isn't going your way.
What would you know about it? I mean, you're just a patron watching this comedy of life from your front row seat. Did you own that?
True. But how is it that she's moved on with her life while you're here?
Sometimes the curtain falls early on something.
Or just maybe you're blinded by that curtain, not realizing that there's still a second act.
It's all relative, isn't it?
It is only if you want it to be. Sometimes it can be reset.
You sure are lightweight. One sip and you're talking about second chances.
Death is not the end. Death simply understands deeper than life ever could. Death brings peace for the suffering. Why don't you buy her a drink? The clock is always ticking. You either get on living or get buried underneath the sand of what little time you have left. We'll save this for another time.